Okay, and what's all this about you being circumcised?
Come on, you say it in dressing room.
I know.
You know.
So you worked together on Broadway. You did 2 plays together on Broadway at the same...
So brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You know, there are not many plays where there are 2 wonderful parts for actors of the same age. So you can go through your life never working with the people you admire and the people who you have an awful lot in common with. Shakespeare's not bad to that extent. But there are a few plays, and one of them is Waiting for Godot. There are 2 wonderful parts for people of the same age. And another one is No Man's Land by Harold Pinter, and we've done them both. And we've just finished doing No Man's Land in London. Though don't despair, if you missed it, you can catch it on NT Live. They record a performance.
Oh, the cinema, the being
and
into
show it in
cinemas.
cinemas. And
I have just had an idea.
What?
This is awesome. For some time now, I have been teasing Hugh, but getting more and more serious about a theatre job we might do together.
Oh.
I have been saying to this man for a long time, he should play Stephen Sondheim's Sweeney Todd. It is as if the role might have been written for him.
Oh.
And I add a rider that if he plays Sweeney Todd, I will, for a limited run, play the judge, which is a 2-scene role, but with 2 numbers, including a duet between the 2 of them. Who should play Mrs. Lovett?
That is a good idea.
A little crease.
That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. There's a nice juvenile part that Eddie Redmayne played in the movie.
Yeah.
I could play a pie. As we very briefly must mention Beauty and the Beast, Ian's new film. It's in cinemas from the 17th of March, and it's not just you, it's fabulous people. Emma Watson, Dan Stevens, Emma Thompson, Ewan McGregor. And who are you in the world of Beauty and the Beast?
Well, in my view, the film should be called Beauty and the Clock. Does that give you a cue? I play Cogsworth the Clock.
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it.
There we go. But, you know, he is a great song and dance man. I mean, that's how I first saw Hugh on stage at the National Theatre, singing his heart out. And then he did a show on Broadway, which hasn't yet come to England, Boy from Oz.
Yeah.
And you've got a one-man show when you sing and dance. Now, Patrick does a bit of singing. You've made a lovely record of your version of some standards, haven't you, with Sonny? And I thought it was time that I got into the musical side of the business. And,
singing?
Well, yes.
Now, I think we've got to pick... This is you.
Yes, that's me. I voiced that clock.
Yes.
And at the end, I'm not giving away any secrets, I think, when the prince... stops being a beast.
The spell thing.
I come back as myself, and that's when you see me.
Got it.
But very briefly.
Oh, okay, okay. We do have a little taster. This features your clock in action.
Oh.
Look out for it. There's 2 hands on it. The jokes write themselves. Here's a taste of Beauty and the Beast.
I've come for my father.
He's a thief.
Come into the light. I will escape, I promise.
Look, a girl.
Who said that?
Hello.
You can talk.
Hello, of course. It's all he ever does.
How lovely to make your acquaintance.
Want to see me do a trick? What happens when the last petal falls?
The Master remains a beast forever. And we become antiques.
Oh, very good. You were talking about you, but you've been in it.
That was one of my first shows. My first theatre show was Beauty and the
Stage
Beast.
show?
Gaston.
There he is, it's Gaspar.
You've been dreaming just one dream,
Yes, go on.
nearly all your life. Hoping, scheming, just one theme. Will you be my wife?
And Patrick Patrick, now.
Yes.
Patrick, you are getting into the animation world as well. It's just been announced your exciting new casting.
Yes. Yes.
Tell us who you're playing.
Why are you laughing?
Because I know what the answer is.
Well, there is to be an emoji movie.
Yes, Patrick.
And among the top 3 most popular emojis of all time is one that I will play, and his name is Poop.
Look at this. It's Professor Excrement. Not my own. Have you got the voice for Poop yet?
Yes, he sounds rather like this. He's quite grand and very well spoken. Very, very, very English, which I think is a clever idea. Not mine, but the producers, that he should be very English.
Hey, listen, we're about to have music, but very quickly, it is Oscars weekend, this weekend. And Ian, would you mind telling us the story about when you were nominated for Gandalf?
Oh, yeah.
And you had the beads. Yeah.
Well, they weren't beads. In New Zealand, where we filmed Lord of the Rings, if you're lucky, when you leave, you're given a piece of green stone carved, and you wear it often enough, and your chances are that you'll get back to New Zealand. That's the idea. And it'll bring you a bit of luck. So, when those films were nominated for something like 20 Oscars on that night, everybody from New Zealand was wearing their green stone, their punami, they're called. And when we're on the red carpet going into the ceremony, I met Maggie Smith. Hello, what are you here for? I said, well, Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah. She said, what's that round your neck? Oh, so it's my punami, Maggie. Oh, your punami, what's that for? I said, well, if I wear it, it'll bring me luck. And, oh, very nice. And we went our separate ways, and you know it lasts for 3.5 or 4 hours, you know, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, you sit there and sit there. And at the end, of course, everyone else wins the Oscar apart from you. And a bit dejected, you're coming out looking forward to a drink, and you bump into Maggie Smith, and she points out at you and she says, it didn't work, did it?
Thank you. Say hello, everybody. Patrick, Ian,
Nice to see you.
Oh, good. There you go. Have a seat, too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well done, you. And that's off your new album, The Afterlove, which is released on the 24th of March.
Yes, thank you for the plug.
Well, you know, that's why you're here. So that song is about kind of some of the hate you've received over the years.
Yeah, it's a little bit about, how deeply unpopular I am, but it doesn't matter because my wife loves me.
Oh. But also...
Don't say off me, say off of her. Poor girl.
No, but you have turned it to a strength, the way that people are kind of rude about you.
Yeah, I mess around, don't I? I mess around online, on Twitter, abusing myself before people...
Yes. Have you guys... Do you follow him on Twitter?
No.
You should. He's very good. So we've got some examples of James's tweets. Can we all take a moment to remember just how terrible James Blunt was? No need. I have a new album coming soon. James Blunt is a Twitter. What would he even tweet about? Boning your mom. I like this one. James Blunt est le pire que said Hitler. I'm guessing this is not good. Do you know what that means?
No, I have no idea.
Little bit of James Blunt never hurt anybody. Depends where I put it. This is so weird. I have this dire need to listen to James Blunt when I'm menstruating. Useful feedback. I'll pass this on to my marketing team. And James Blunt's face fully aggravates me. Then sit on something else. Now, Hugh Jackman,
Yes.
you share something with James Blunt in that you have both done one of the most difficult jobs in show business. You have both performed at an Australian sporting event.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes, you did. Was it the AFL Grand Final?
I did the State of Origin.
State of Origin. That's
Yeah.
What's that?
Which is 40,000 Aussie, drunk Aussie
Yeah.
men. Very, very aggressive, macho men. And for the mid-game entertainment, some comedian booked James Blunt to sing 40,000 people, "You're beautiful." You're beautiful.
How did it go, James?
I'm still alive, but only just.
No, did it turn ugly?
I wore the kind of home team's top just to
Well done.
to try and which I think was like a shield.
Which one did you do?
I did the Beklediği Cup, so Australia, New Zealand, rugby. That was the first thing I did, singing the national anthem, and I did the Rugby League Grand Final. But both terrifying, absolutely terrifying. I remember I'd done one. I remember being introduced at the Beklediği Cup as a star of stage and screen. I'd done one stage show on one TV show at the time. Ladies and gentlemen, star of stage and Mr. Hugh Jackman. I realised I was standing in front of the Great Southern Stand with 30,000 New Zealanders booing me. And the Australian captain standing next to me goes, "You better bloody show him, mate." Pressure, anyway. Yeah.
But you went for it.
I so went for it. It's embarrassing. If you ever see the tape of it, I finish singing. I'm still singing. They cut off the tape finishes. They cut off the microphone off. And I'm still singing like I've never been more nervous in my life. I mean, you're right. An Australian crowd. If you
They take it very seriously. I mean, Meatloaf isn't allowed back in the country after his performance.
I have to ask, Ian, have you ever sung before a national sporting event?
Not yet, no, I haven't.
Sign him up.
I did perform in front of 50,000 people at the Gay Games in New York.
Did you sing?
But I didn't sing, no. I had a very good line. I said, "My name's Sir Ian McKellen, but you can call me Serena." That went down very well. Do you think that would go down in Australia?
Yes.
Sure I would. Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Give it a whirl.
I mean, all Australian men are gay, aren't they? There's just always a little bit of ting of gay about it.
This is a minefield, right?
James Blunt, are you going on tour? You can all thank me later. Where are you going? Tell us, we're interested.
I'm going on tour around the UK in November. Tickets are on sale now, Graham, but I'll get you a freebie.
Oh, that's very good. And can we just say, James Blunt working on his birthday. Happy birthday, James Blunt. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Oh, harmonies on the back. Very good. And that's nearly it for tonight. Before we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair. Who's there?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny, lovely. And what do you do, Jenny?
I'm a wildlife veterinarian.
Well, now, we've never had one of those on the show before. So do you just go and look for sick animals? Yes, okay. That's what Jenny, she's great with animals. She's very good with animals. They love her. Where are you based?
At the moment at London Zoo.
All right, so they're quite easy to catch there. Not so hard. I wonder if I'll see any animals today. All right, Jenny, off you over this story.
I had just started working at a chimpanzee sanctuary in Sierra Leone, and an old hand was showing me around and introduced me to Chippy, a young male chimp. And she said Chippy loves rubber boots, wellies. And I was wearing some beautiful flowered wellies that very day, so I kind of put them towards the cage, and an expression of delight came on Chippy's face, and he rushed over. And I was like, he really does like wellies. And he crouched down and immediately started masturbating himself on the sole of my wellies.
I'm going to finish. Everything about that story was hilarious. Chippy the chip. Like, really, you're running a sanctuary, that's all you can come up with? Chippy? Okay. Is it the only one you've got? Okay, we have one more. Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Fliss.
Fliss?
Yeah, terrible name with a lisp.
What? No.
Right up me.
Fliss is your actual name?
Well, Felicity.
Oh, okay, but you went with Fliss. Okay. All right, Fliss, off you go with the story.
So me and my sister were driving to Scotland and I needed the toilets. We stopped at service stations. I ran in, I went into the first cubicle and there was a massive, big, floating shit in the toilet.
Patrick's right here!
I know, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I left.
From that angle.
But yes, I walked straight out and went into the next cubicle. I went for a wee, and then I stood washing my hands. And a lady walked in while I was washing my hands. I kind of caught her eye in the reflection, and she walked into the first cubicle. Obviously, saw the big shit Patrick in the toilet.
Dear.
And then walked out. So I just kind of casually went to her like, "Oh, I did that," meaning I had walked in and walked out. Really bad.
That was a good story. That's right. You can walk, please. Well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go on that red chair, you can. Just contact us via our website at this very address. That is it, if you like. Please say you. Thank you to my guest, Mr. James Blunt. Patrick Stewart. Ian McKellen. And Hugh Jackman. We're taking a short break, but we'll be back in April. Do join me next week, though, for a look back at some of the highlights from this series. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Welcome to you both.
Where's me mum? My mum's out there tonight. Where's mum? There's mum.
This is it. Hey.
Mum.